flow controls. If I go for an index, if you look at that flow controls, up to here it was completed. Some more examples I taught on last class, and I posted some examples on list also. I don't know who is in the progress of doing that, but you need to do that. So next I will go to inner or nested loops. I'm going with the last level examples I'm going to start with. Inner or nested loops I'm going to discuss today, which is very important again today's class students. So let us start inner or nested loops. So let me start with inner or nested loops. So what is the use of this inner or nested loops? I'm going to talk. So before going to that, I want to give you the requirement first. I want to tell about the requirement. So that requirement I want to tell through paint, I will explain so that you will understand me. So here I am taking, so my requirement will be something like this. I want to generate the output like this. I want to plan for generating like this. 1, next 2, next 3, next 4, next I want to generate 5. These are the things I want to generate. So how do you generate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? How do you generate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? For loop, I will write it. If you don't answer, I will go on answer it. If you will become problem again. So 1 to 6, I will write. Print of 5, I will write it. So this will generate 1 to 5. So my requirement today will be very, very simple. So when this 1 is coming, I want to generate 1, 2, and then 3. I want to generate 2, and I want to generate 3. 3 I want to generate. 3 I want to generate. 1, 2, 3 I want to generate. 1, 2, 3 I want to generate. 1, 2, 3. So here I will go to the same thing I am going to take up. The same thing I am going to take up. 2 I want to. Again I want to generate 1, 2, 3. Again I will go for what? 1, 2, 3 I want to generate. 4. When 4 comes, I want to generate again 1, 2, 3. When 5 comes, I want to generate again 1, 2, 3. This is the data what I am very much interested. This is the data what I am very much interested. For generating this 1, 2, 3, 4, I will use one for loop. This I will use one for loop, right? For generating for this one, I need to generate one more 1, 2, 3 when 1 comes. This 1 is generated by one for loop. Inside of that 1, I will generate one more 1, 2, 3. For this one more 1, 2, 3, I will write one more for loop. So here I am writing 2 for loops. So try to follow me. For I in range of 1, 6, 1, 6, I am taking. There I am going to write it. 1, 6. There I am going to write for I in range of 1, 6. There I am going to write print of what? I. Print of I. This is one loop. I will write one more loop I am writing inside. Inside the indentation of this for loop, I am writing one more kind of loop. For j in range of 1, 4. 1, 4. I will print this j. Print of j. So I will write else for this blue letters you see. This is called what, else part, inner loop. Else part, inner for loop. Example, inner for loop. So I will write it next. You see later, else part I am writing one more time. Else part I am writing. There I am writing it. Print of I am writing there. Else part, which loop? Outer loop I am going to write. Outer for loop I am going to write it. Outer for loop I am going to write. If you carefully follow, I will write a little bit flow here, students. You try to follow. How this flow will be? This part is known as what? This part is known as what? Outer loop we can call. Outer loop. This part is known as what? Inner loop we can call. One more I will take it. Inner loop I will take it. This is known as inner loop. This is known as inner loop. You see, once this for loop started, first it will come here, print the I value, J value. After printing this J, it will go to where? It will go to this place only. Now I'm going to take up. Here I'm going to write it in this place. This is a J value I wrote it. In this case, J value I wrote it. Then after this is completed, inner for loop else part it is coming. From here, it will go to, from here, it will go to, which loop it will go? Outer for loop it is going to this place. So carefully try to follow. So this is the one I wrote it. Try to start with. This is known as what? Inner loop. Inner loop. And the other one is known as what? Outer loop. This is an inner loop. This is called what outer loop we can call. Outer loop we can call. So there I'm going to write it. Outer loop this is. So let's start the flow, all of you. So if you keep it quiet, Emi Radu, if you speak out, you will be getting something, you will get it. So start the flow. Whoever is interested, you communicate with me. Whoever not interested, you please let us from here. I value. If I ask I value, you need to tell the number. If you don't tell, I am going on explaining. What is the value of I? 1. 1 is printed. This 1 is printed. This 1 is printed. After that, what it is entering into? Inner loop. I wrote everything, inner loop, everything, arrows and everything. What is the value printed? This 1 is printed. Where it is going? Inner loop. Value of J, 2. 2 is printed. 2 is printed. Go to back. What is the value of J? 3. 3 is printed. Going to inner loop. Inner loop is false. Come to out of inner loop. Go to else part of inner loop. From there it is going to the outer loop. That is for one value of outer loop. Inner loop executed 3 times. That is for every value of outer loop, inner loop executed 3 times. What is the value of I now? 2. Value of I is called 2. 2. Print the 2. J value once again called 1. Print the J value. What is the J value? 1. Go to the inner loop. What is the value of J? 2. Print it. Again going to back. It is 3. Like that repeated for all the values and coming out of the inner loop and looking for else part. Else part to where again? Outer loop. What is the value of I? 3. 3 printed. Inner loop started again 1. Printed 1. Go back. It is 2, 3, 4, 3, 4 false. Come out of inner loop. Else part of inner loop. From there, it is going to outer loop. Outer loop value is called what? 4. 4 printed. Inner loop repeated how many times? 3 times. Fourth time it is false. Coming to else part. Going to the outer loop. Value of I is called 5. Printed what? J value. J value 1, 2, 3 printed. And then going to inner loop. Inner loop is false. And else part. Going to the outer loop. Outer loop is also false. Coming to the else part of outer loop. This is known as what? Loop within loop. In simple words, if you take it, the general meaning of it, months and days, months and days, months as well as days, months, first month, second month, third month, fourth month, fifth month. So months are displayed by whom? Outer loop. Days are repeated by whom? Ante. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to here. It is repeated by what loop? Inner loop. Days are repeated by whom? That's all. That's all. If you catch this point, it is very simple. Go to, this is known as what? One loop concept. For loop in for loop. Online students, are you there? Did you understand, students? Is it concept is clear for you? Now I'm going to take up one more looping methodology. I will write it. While loop in while loop, I will take I is equal to 1. I is equal to 1. There I'm writing while I less than or equal to 5. I less than or equal to 5. I less than or equal to 5. Print of I value. Print of what value? I value. There I'm writing. Be careful. There I will write j is equal to 1. There I am writing while j less than or equal to 3. J less than or equal to 3. Print of what? J. Print of j. There I am writing j is equal to j plus 1. There I will write it else. Else I am writing. In else part, I am writing I is equal to I plus 1. I is equal to I plus 1. There I am writing else. That is nothing but what? Out of else part, outer while loop. Else part, outer while loop. Outer while loop. Students, so I'm going to take up this concept if you follow. I will write the some flows, I will write it. Some arrows I will write. Try to catch it. This is one while. Then I will take this data. I will take this part. There I'm going to write it. This is the one. Got it. So there I got it. And from here, I'm going to take up in this place. I'm going to write it. This is a one I'm writing. So this is the part. Flow is like this. So I'm going to write this is which loop? Outer loop, outer loop. And this below one is inner loop. So this I'm writing here. Inner loop here. Inner loop here. So I hope this is more clear. So students, now I'm going to start with this. Start the flow. Now I'll start here. While loop I is 1. 1 less than or equal to 5. True. Print of I 1. J is 1. 1 less than or equal to 3. True. Print J value 1. J plus 1 2. Go back to the while loop. 2 less than or equal to 3. True. Print J value. That is a 2. J plus 1. It is a 3. Go back. 3 less than or equal to 3. True. Print J value 3. J plus 1 4. 4 less than or equal to 3. False. Come out of inner loop. Else part of inner loop. I plus 1. It is going to outer loop. What is the value of I? 2. J value once again what? 1. Repeated how many times? 3 times. Fourth time becoming false. I plus 1. 3. Going to the outer loop 3. 3 printed. J1 again repeated 3 times. Printed 1, 2, 3. And then I plus 1 going back 4. It is 4. It is repeated how many times? Inner loop 3 times. Repeated. Fourth time becoming false. I plus 1 5. 5. 5 is printed. Inner loop J. Also repeated 3 times. Fourth time false. Come out of that and execute what? Else part. So finally, this is completed. This is while loop in while loop, for loop in for loop. This is for loop in for loop, students. This is for loop in for loop. Did you understand? Similarly, this is which loop? The side by value, side by one. This is while loop in while loop. While loop in while loop. Obviously, what will be next? Reverse if you take it. Crossing concept if you take it. What will be coming? For loop you can write in while loop. While loop you can write in for loop. So if I take this example, I'm writing for variable name in iterable object. iterable, object, iterable object 1. There I will write some block of statements. There I am going to write it. For what again? Variable name 2. Variable name 2, object 2. For variable name 2, object 2, I am writing block of statements. There I am writing block of statements. What part I am writing? Else part. There I will write what? Else block of statements here. Similarly, I will write what here? Else part. This is known as which concept? For loop in for loop. Next, you can go to one more pattern is called what? While. What is this? Test condition 1, some block of statements. I will write what next? While test condition 2, test condition 2. There I will write some more block of statements, some more block of statements. There I am writing else part, else block of statements. Here I am writing else. And that is else block of statement. This is called which pattern? While loop in while loop. Earlier one is called what? For loop in for loop. And you have seen how it executes. Similarly, for loop in while loop I will write. Inside the while loop, I will write one inner for loop. This place. No, here. Here I will write it. What is this loop? For loop in while loop. Inner, this is inner, this is outer. Okay, now? One more is what? One more is while loop in for loop. So I will take up this for loop. I will take up this for loop. Inside the place, I will write this inner while loop. Very easy because we know loops how they will execute. Are you following? Totally how many? 4. So what are the 4? For in for, while in while, for in while in for. This is the concept what we discussed it. I hope you got it. Similarly, when we come to inner loops, how they are executing, as I said you, for every value of outer loop, inner loop executed for finite number of times until inner loop becomes false or not. Yes. And the process of defining one loop inside of which loop? Outer loop. The process of defining one loop inside of another loop is called which concept? Inner for loop or nested for loop we can call. So online students, I will open one concept for you rather than typing it takes more time. I will go to the loops. I will open what? Inner loops or nested loops I will open. So start reading all of it. The process of defining one loop inside of another loop is called inner or nested loop. The execution process of inner or nested loops is that for every value of outer loop, inner loop executes for finite number of times until inner loop condition becomes false. The only reading not important, you have to understand that it is not a reading competition or something. మనం చదివేటప్పుడు దాన్ని బ్రెయిన్కి పంపించాలి. పంపిస్తున్నారా బయటికి? సెండింగ్ వాట్ యు రీడ్, సెండింగ్ టు బ్రెయిన్. హౌ హౌ డు యు నో దట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ రీడింగ్ అండ్ సెండింగ్ టు బ్రెయిన్? ఎలా తెలుస్తుంది మీకు? డూ యు నో యు ఆర్ టేకింగ్ బ్రీత్? కెన్ యూ ఫీల్ వన్స్ feeling? Now read this sentence. In Python, we can use inner or nested loops in 4 ways. They are you sending to brain or sending outside? రెండు రకాలు ఉంటాయి. చదువుతూ ఉంటారు. ఏం చదువుతున్నారో వాళ్ళకే తెలియదు. చదువుతూ ఉంటాం. ఎగ్జాంపుల్, గోయింగ్ ఆన్ ద వే. Where we are going, you don't know. One more is going to the way to the home. That is called destination way. సో అందుకని చదివేటప్పుడు చదువుకోవాలి. సో ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ చదువుతూ ఉంటారు మీరు వెన్ యూ ఆర్ రీడింగ్ సమ్ మోటివేషనల్ థింగ్స్ అండ్ సమ్ బుక్. డాగ్ ఈజ్ గోయింగ్ వేర్? యూ డోంట్ నో. తెలుసా మీకు? If you read some books, ఎలా వెళ్తుంది అది? Is it going normally? Going normally? How it goes? Running. Where it is going? You don't know. You don't know. Do you know? No, it is going. Where? We don't know. That's why when you are reading, you need to know where what you are reading. Okay, na? So I think you understood that. Come to the point. Approach one. Approach one. For loop in. For loop. For loop. Outer loop. Inner loop. Else part. Inner else. Outer else. Approach number two. While loop in while loop. Test condition. While test condition. Outer loop. Inner white inner loop. Else part. And also else part. I think you are getting this is while in while. Next is for in while. For this is called while loop. For in while means for is an inner, while is an outer. While in for while loop I am writing inside. For loop is an outer. So you got an example of how this inner or nested loops are important. Shall we go to the coding? And nobody will ask essay question. What is inner loop? How many ways are there to use inner loop? Write the syntax. రాసుకొని by taking answer sheet 24 pages answer sheet. If you write, they don't look at that. They will give the task for you. You need to do that. Okay now? Right. Open the notes. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Which will generate. Which will generate. Which will generate 1 to n multiplication tables. 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 Before that, before this question, I want to tell you this example, ma. Before that example, I want to tell you this format, this format, this format, this format. 4 formats I want to show you. This pattern I want to see. Let me go to once. Go to PyCharm once. I will tell you that example what I dictated as the 5th example. Let me tell you first 4 formats for you. So I'm closing this. So go to this place. So remove this. I hope last class you run the you exercised it. Exercised. So close this part. Here I'm going to use it. Run this case. Now I'm going to use it. Inner loops example1.py. Inner loops example1.py. There I'm writing. Program for demonstrating. Program for demonstrating. Program for demonstrating the functionality of what? Inner loops. So I'm going to take up for I in range of 1, 6. So I'm writing there. I'm writing something like of 50. There I'm printing value of a value of I. Which loop this is? Which loop? For loop. No, for loop చెప్పామంటే నీకు బస్ ఎక్కిచ్చేస్తే ఇప్పుడు. Format of what? I. So now I will write for j in range of 1, 4. 1, 4. I'm going to write it print of there I'm going to write it of what 50. There I'm going to write it. Inside of that inner loop, I'm writing there inner loop. I'm going to write backslash t inner loop j value is equal to j value like this. So coming to this place, here I'm writing else spot. Here I'm writing like this. What is this now I'm writing there? Print of what? I am from I am from inner loop. I am out of which loop? Inner loop. Out of inner loop. Remember that. Out of inner loop. And you are in else part of it. So I'm writing backslash t. I am out of inner loop else part. If you want, you can write it else part. This is the value printed. Same thing I will write it. This is only to show you the model of how to execute. That's all. So here I am writing I am out of which loop? Outer loop. So this is completed like this. Right. So this is known as what I said, inner loop. This is known as which loop I said, outer loop I said. Try to run this now. Execute. See students, what are the values? I got it. 1 minute. This is the value I don't want because it is printing every time. It gives some disturbance in the output to understand. Look at. Start with. What is the value of outer loop? 1. What is the value printed? 1, 2, 3. I am out of inner else part. Going to where? Outer value 1, 2. For 1, it is printed what? 1, 2, 3. For these 2, what is printed here? 1, 2, 3. Again, it is going to be 3. What is the value printed here? 1, 2, 3. It is going to be 4. 1, 2, 3. It is a 5. 1, 2, 3. And I am what? Outer loop else part. I hope you are understanding this. This is related to for loop in for loop. Online students, I hope you are following me. So I'm going to take it. Next one is taking like this, writing like this. Now, inner loop example 2.py. Inner loop example 2.py. There I'm writing it. 2.py. So 2.py here. Which loop I will write it? While loop I will write it. What is that I value? I is equal to 1. Students, come on. While I less than or equal to 5, I value printed. Here also I will write it. J is equal to 1. There also I will write it. What is this now? While j less than or equal to 3, this I will write it. J is equal to j plus 1. And I am out of inner loop else. I is equal to I plus 1 I can write. You can write I is equal to I plus 1 here also no problem. After printing this I value, you can write I is equal to I plus 1 no problem here itself. But I can write it no issue about it. Same. Outer loop everything is done. This is while loop in while loop. So let us run this. Same to same output is coming. Go to that 1, 2, 2. Here 1, 1, 2, 3 coming. Next here it is 2. Here it is going to be 1, 2, 3. Again it is going to be 3, 1, 2, 3. 4, 1, 2, 3. 5, 1, 2, 3. And out of inner loop, out of outer loop. Online students is the second model is clear. Quick response. I will go to next one. Displays. So 3, 4.3.py. I will carry the same example. You see. Now I am writing 3.py. What should I do here? Inner. What loop I write? For loop I will write. How do I write for loop? For j in range of 3, 0, -1. Reverse lo print chestanu ippudu. Reverse. Will you understand? Print of what? What is that loop? Ikkada print chestanu. This value I will print it. This value I will print it. J value printed inner loop, reverse. Above one is 1, 2, 3 only. But it is, if you want that also to be printed in reverse, 5. Here also 5 greater than or equal to 1, and this I will write -1. That's all. Online students. While loop, inside the while loop, I am writing for loop. You execute it. So got it. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again 3. This is called 3. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 1. End of it. Clear or not clear? Yes. So students, now last and final, I will go to this place. Inner loop example 4.py. Inner loop example 4.py. 4.py. So I'm writing there 4.py. So students, carry this 4.py. 4.py. So there I'm writing this part. J is equal to 1. So I'm writing while J less than or equal to ఇది 3 నుంచి చేస్తాను ఇక్కడ. J less than or equal to greater than or greater less than. J greater than like that 1. I will reduce it. J value, J is equal to what? J minus 1. For loop is normal 1, 2, 3 only. Right? Done. Execute. So you got it. This is 1, 2. This is 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 3, 2, 1. I hope this is more clear. This is known as what? All the loops formats completed. So whatever the models I shown you, whatever the syntactically you have seen, all the models has come. Now I need to go to our example. See the example once. All of you look at. Student have some notes. Open the notes. All of you open your notes. What that notes contains? Python program to display 1 to n multiplication tables. So what is that question says? What that question says? You try to understand. Enter how many multiplication tables you want. How many multiplication tables you want. So I say 5. Who will display 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5? These multiplication tables. Who will display on for loop? For that one, I need to print the multiplication table. For that one, I need to display the multiplication table is equal to 2. So on, I will write it. 1 into 10 is equal to 10. Who will generate this multiplication table? Another for loop I will display. Here, this will be displayed by what? One for loop. Similarly, here also, I will write it. For 2 also, I will generate 2 into 2, 4, 2 into 10, 20, like that. Similarly, I will go for what? 3 into 1, 3 into 2, 6. Like that, 3 into 10, 30. This is what I am very much interested to. So this is generated by one multiplication table, another loop, another loop. This is generated by one more loop, outer loop as well as inner loop. So better, whichever you are more confident about it, you can use that part. So I'm going to take students, start here. Now I'm going to take Python here. So I'm writing here 5.py. So students, writing 5.py. So program for generating 1 to n multiplication tables where n is positive. So I'm writing n is equal to int of input of enter how many multiplication how many multiplication tables you want. Okay, if n less than or equal to 0. So there I am going to write it. Print of, what is this now? Is which input? Yes, is invalid input. Dot format of what? N. Okay. Else. If now my number of multiplication tables are positive value, so I need to generate for NUM number in range of 1 comma n plus 1. Okay. So this loop supply what? The number. Supply the number. Supply the number. Next I will do what? Here I will write. Here I will write into 50 into 50. There I will write print of multiplication table for dot format of NUM. There I am going to write it for I in range of 1 comma 11. 1 comma 11. Print of backslash t. No problem like that. What I'll do? Number into I is equal to what? Value. Dot format of NUM comma I comma NUM star I. So this will generates multiplication table for the number supplied by outer loop. Right or not? Did you understand the relationship between the loops? Yes. They're very important. Let's run. Let's run this now. Execute. How many multiplication tables? 5. Perfect. 5 multiplication tables, I got it. Earlier we have written only simple logic for multiplication table. We got 5 multiplication tables, we got it. You want 20. You want 20. You want 20 multiplication tables. This is the data. Are you following? This is the way you need to write it. From where to where? From where to where you want? From where to where you want? If you want to get it also, you can get it. So, online students, did you understand this example? Speak out. So go to this place. I'm going to say, coming to this area, 6.py. From where to where I want? Where to where means what you will do? Enter how many multiplication tables? That is nothing but enter from where? Enter from where? Now 1 to 5 atla vaddu. From 5 to 10, 10 to 12, like that. 12 to 10 vaddu now. 12 to 10 no. Forward only. Forward only. అలా కూడా రాసుకోవచ్చు. Because once you have a good hairstyle, you can comb anyway. మనకేం రాదనుకో, ఇది రింగ్ రోడ్ బైపాస్ రోడ్ ఓన్లీ. You know that. Regular dialogue. Enter from where you want. From where you want multiplication tables. This is from ఈ వేరియబుల్ పేరు from tables. From tab ఇది. నెక్స్ట్ ఏంటి? One more. From. This is called up to tab. Enter up to where you want multiplication table. From and to I am taking. From and to should be what? Positives. From and to must be positive. ఏం చేస్తాను ఇక్కడ? From tab less than or equal to 0 or up to tab less than or equal to 0. అదేమది? Invalid input. Simply invalid input. I don't want to generate any kind of thing. Invalid input I can say. Okay, done. Okay. When you come to next stage, that is what is your cinema starts. Tell me, What is your cinema starts with? If, come on, Babu, from table, from table, tab, less than, which tab? Up to table, up to table, up to table, if you want. అంటే 2 అంటే 2 టేబులే కదా. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? లెస్ దాన్ ఆర్ ఈక్వల్ టు, దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ దట్ నంబర్ ఓన్లీ, ఇక్కడ మల్టిపుల్ కండిషన్స్ కూడా రాస్తాను నేను. ఫస్ట్ ఐ విల్ కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ ఆన్ దిస్ ఏరియా. ఓకే, ఐ విల్ రైట్ దిస్ ఏరియా ఫస్ట్, దిస్ ఏరియా. Now what is that now? Come on. For, come on, Babu. For I in range of from tab to what? Up to tab plus 1. Okay? 15 to 20. And 21. Okay? This is called what? Num. N-U-M. This is called which loop? Inta mundalaga. Outer loop. Outer loop, that is. This is outer loop. Outer loop, that is. What I do? Inner loop I will write it. Inner loop I will take this. Inner loop I will take it. So this is a multiplication table. Same to same. This is in which case? From tab up to table. Okay now? Yes. Next I will do what? Else. Else. What is else? Idi from 15. Idi 20. 20. It is true. Executing from where? 15 to 21. 15 to 21, 15 to 20 tables will come. Now for example, from 20 up to 15, it is what? False. False అంటే రివర్స్ లో కావాలి, 20 నుంచి కావాలి. What I will do? I will write it this one. What is this? Greater than. Greater than. From tab to where? Up to tab. Up to tab. Come on, Babu. Up to tab. ఇప్పుడు నాకు 20. 20 minus 1. What is that? 19. 19 minus 1. 18. 18 minus 1. 17. 17 minus 1. 16. 16 minus 1. 15. అంతవరకు కావాలి. What I want to stop? 14. So I will write what? Minus 1, comma minus 1. Okay? Yes. So, same number. Done. Got it. Else. Else. Else ante? What is else? Same number. 2 to 2. 2 greater than 2. False. Else part. 2 greater than 2. False. Else part. That is the from and tab is what? Same number. So from and tab is same number. What I do? This I will take it. This I will take it. Here I will write it. Here I am writing. This is called what? From gane, tab gane. Anything you can take it. So if you want, NUM is equal to from tab or num is equal to which tab? Up to tab. Up to tab. Anything is okay, no problem. This is the output of it. Babu, are you okay? మీరంతా వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నది అవుట్పుట్ కోసం అంతే. వస్తుందా లేదా సార్కు? మీ గురించి నాకు తెలుసు కాబట్టి నేను కూడా అట్లా అనుకుంటాను చిన్నప్పుడు చదువుకునేటప్పుడు. సో 10 to 15. 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Which direction? Forward direction. Next 15 or 20, 10. So what I got it? 20 నుంచి 20 నుంచేనా? 20 10, all 10 tables. సార్కి వస్తుంది, ఎందుకంటే సార్ ఇప్పుడు కాదు కదా, మీరు పుట్టక ముందు నుంచి చెప్తున్నాడు సార్. 28 years. So maybe you are 22, 23 years. Before you, I started teaching. So definitely will come. No problem in that. I will enter మీకు రాని మల్టిప్లికేషన్ టేబుల్. మీకు ఇది రాదు కదా, ఇది 19th మల్టిప్లికేషన్ టేబుల్ యూ డోంట్ నో, కరెక్ట్? మాక్సిమం యూ నో 10th టేబుల్, ఐ హోప్ సో. 9th టేబుల్ వచ్చా? యూ నో 9th టేబుల్? 9th టేబుల్ యూ నో. 18th టేబుల్? 18th టేబుల్ ఆల్సో యూ నో. స్టాండ్ అప్. 18 ఏడ్జా అది రాదా? సో 1919, only 19th table will come. Understood? Next, here 10 minus 12, which input? Invalid input, like that. Okay, right. This is related to the concept of from and to also you can execute. Online students, is it clear for you? Now this is an example of how to get this data. This is in series order, it is going to come either forward or backward. But I want random numbers, random multiplication tables I want. Suppose you don't know 19th table. You don't know 14th table. You don't know 18th table. You don't know 17th table. You don't know 13th table. Like that. Whatever I don't know, I will get that values. Randomly, I want to generate the numbers. In middle of it, some negative numbers are also there. Some zero is also there. I want to generate the numbers which are positive numbers only. Other numbers I don't want. How to do this? This is also one logic or not? So let us go to the place. Now I'm going to take up. This is called 6.py. How do you write? See these many examples on inner loops. So students, go to the place. Here I'm writing inner loop example 7.py. So students, now I will go for 7.py. 7.py. Program for generating multiplication tables for random numbers. Random numbers. N. Positive random numbers. List of positive random numbers. List of positive random numbers. Okay. So I'm writing. What I want to do? I will take how many multiplication tables you want. Okay. Now I'm taking. Okay. Now I'm getting some 6 multiplication tables I want. I need to read that many values or not? How do you read? List of values, how do you read? So I already said to you how to read. మీకు గుర్తులేదు ముద్దులు కాబట్టి మీరు. So for I in range of 1 comma 1 comma n plus 1. 1 comma n plus 1. So I will write it. Value is equal to int of input of enter number for generating multiplication table. Okay. That I will add to lst dot append of val. Okay. Else part I am going to take it. Print of what? List of random numbers. List of random numbers. Print of what? LST. Print of LST. Okay. So I'm going to take up students. List of random numbers. Print of LST. So I'm going to take up how many? Some 5. Enter number for generating 19th table. Minus 14, minus 12, some 16, something like, some 0, something like, 18. So these are the given numbers. So later I will generate here no multiplication table. I will generate here no multiplication table. 18 generate. So how do you write it? This logic I want to write it. How to write it? So I'm interested to go for it. Backslash t, list of random numbers. For your understanding, I wrote it. Now I will get it. Hmm. Get Write the for loop to get the number from the list. Understand? How do I write it? For NUM in where? List. So get the number for get the number from where? From which object? List object. What is the number? 19 minus 12, 16, 0, 18. Okay. Now I want to check that number. If NUM less than or equal to 0, I'll say what? Pass. Or I will say what? Continue. Continue. Continue, pass, many more. But if you know total subject in the brain, you can come to know what to use. If you are Munna by MBBS, na, you cannot do anything. So you decide whether you are Munna Bhai or Shankar Dada MBBS. Both of them same. Hindi students, Telugu students will understand. So go to what? I will write it. Print of what I will write it. Int of 50. So I'm writing there. So there I will write print of multiplication table for num. There I will write the logic. What is the logic? For I in range of 1 comma 11. There I will write it. Print of backslash t. There I will write into like this is equal to like this dot format of num comma I comma num star I. I hope you are following. So online students, are you following? Hmm. Right or run? I'll say here 5, 19 minus 13, 17, 0, 16. See that you got it. 19th table only, 13th not coming, 17th next 0 continued, 16 is coming. If you want to generate that, it is not possible. If you want, that time I say what? Print off. Backslash t is what? Invalid input. Invalid input of. That time I will write what? Else. These are all simple trends. Go to that. Say, I'll say 7. I'll say some 6. 10 minus 3. 19. 18. 0 minus 6. Got it. So what is this? 10 minus 3 is what? Invalid input. 19, 18, 0 is invalid input, minus 6 is invalid input. Got it. This is my subject of what? Numbers. Clear? So suppose if I don't want to consider that input at all, you can write what also? Pause, continue, whichever you like it, you can do. It is depends on your requirement. Online students, is it clear? Quick. So I want to know about it. Next, write down one more. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will generate, which will decide, which will generate you right, which will generate list of primes, list of primes, list of primes, list of primes. So coming to this place, here I am going to write list of primes I want. Do you know how to generate the prime numbers? Come on. Already prime numbers concept over or not? Program for generating list of prime numbers. Prime numbers. Okay. Within range n. Within range n. Within range n. So I'm going to take up within the range n. So I'm going to write number of prime numbers. Number of prime numbers range NOPR is equal to int of input of enter enter the range. Enter the range. Enter the range in which you want primes. You want primes. You want primes. If NOPR less than or equal to 0, invalid input, else. Now you do what? Prime number logic I need to write. Tell me how to write the prime number logic. I forget. మనకి ఏం రాదు, మనమంతా ఇది ఉత్తగా ఆకారం ఉంటది మనకి, ఏం ఉండదు. సంస్కృతంలో ఒక ఉంటది ఒకటి, ఆకారం ఉంటది, అందులో ప్రసాదం ఏమి ఉండదు. ఆకార పుష్టి నైవేద్య నష్టి అని ఒకటి ఉంటది. మా సార్ ఎప్పుడు సాంస్క్రిట్ లో చెప్పేటాడు, మాకేం అర్థమయ్యేది కాదు అప్పుడు. సంథింగ్ ఈ సేయింగ్ సార్ ఇన్ ఇంటర్మీడియట్. What he is saying we don't know, but I will listen very carefully because once he beaten me because he is saying something, all of a sudden we don't understand what he is speaking. Something is reading one poem and we will do with accents. With that accents we used to get laugh, and he beaten me like anything in first year. That day onwards I'll sit with first bench only. And why I laughed that day is because my friend, after sorry saying he will come to hostel, he will speak like that only. When he is explaining, I am remembering my friend accents. That's why I'm getting laugh. And he recognized, he beaten me like anything one day. So that day, first bench only, he is saying that without understanding, I look at like this only. He's asking, did you understand? But luckily, he is not asking, what you understood, you tell me. You did not understand. So, like that. Sir will say this proverb, but we don't understand. Lastly, he said only, what is the meaning of it? So, statue is there. Inside, nasti. ఏం లేదు. Okay, come to the point. So, there I will write the logic. What is the logic? Online students are listening carefully. You also comment on that, students. You also comment. What I'm saying is, you comment. So, else what should I do? I will take one for loop. I will take for number in range of, actually prime number starts from where? 2. This is number generation I am talking about it. Even you can start from 1 onwards, no problem. But 1 is waste of loop, na? That's why. NOPR plus 1. NOPR plus 1. This is for taking numbers only. Print of NUM you see. So you try to run this code once. I say some 10. So 2 to 10. 2 means prime number. 3 means prime number. 4 no. 5 prime number. 6 no. 7. 8 no. 9 no. 10 no. So I will write the inner loop to decide the outer for loop number is a prime or not. Which logic I will use? My prime number logic I will use. So I will write it here. I will write it here. Number is printed. There I will write supply the number. Supply the number. Supply the number. Supply the number. How do you do this now? Come on. For I in range of 2 to NUM. 2 to NUM. That number for loop. If 2 is coming, 2 is divisible by 100 itself. 2 to num. What I will write it? Like this I will write. And don't think that the PyCharm is giving. You also after going PyCharm give the code means it won't give. మనకు ఉండాలి అక్కడ ఇందులో ఉండాలి. In box something current must be required. Then when you switch on, it will start. Then it will continue. What I will do? What I will do? Res is equal to what I will write? Time. I will write res is equal to what? False. Break. Res is equal to break. Okay. And before that res is what? True. Where I am writing? Before the inner for loop, outer for loop, after. This is inner for loop. Decides whether the outer for loop supplied number is prime or not. Outer for loop number prime or not. So if it is that, I am going to come out of the inner loop. I will write it. If res, I will say what? \t dot format of num. Here I will write print of list of primes within dot format of nopr. ఏం బాబు ఏమైనా అర్థమవుతుందా? సార్ చెప్పుకుంటా పోతా ఉన్నాడా? నాకేమో అర్థం అవ్వాలి. Is it so? Online students, are you okay? I think you are following me. No problem here. Rudra Prakash, are you able to follow all other students? Okay. Execute. So I'm writing. What happens? \t. Okay. So run this. Say 10. What is 10? List of primes within. Got it or not? 20. Got it. 5 lopala. 2, 3, 5. Next 2 అంటే 2. 1 ఏముండదు. 1 is called invalid కదా అసలు యాక్చువల్ గా. Within 1 no prime number. I want to give it as under invalid part. So like this. Okay now? ఏమంటారు? What do you say? Understandable or bouncing? So today 9 o'clock I said how to create a dynamic Excel sheet through Python program. Whenever you open Excel sheet, what will open? Sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3 will open or not? How to write a Python code to create an Excel sheet? Mind blowing. మనమే చెప్పేది అది. Nobody can say. We only will say. You look at YouTube, XTube, YTube, ZTube. Not that. So even if they will tell about static data. Static. By default, they will take some data. They will write it. Dynamically, they don't take. Okay. So anyhow, did you understand this? Right. Dynamically, how to take it? Dynamically. Random numbers. This is prime, this is not prime, something like that. If you want to take it, same thing. This is one thing. If you want to take one more thing, like this. Why I am telling all these things? How to become an intelligent? How to become an intelligent student? తెలివి కలిగినటువంటి లాగా ఎలా అవ్వాలి? How to become an intelligent student? That is the point. That's why I'm telling all these things. Sometimes I'm telling in Telugu because Telugu students, when I speak Telugu, they will understand. Okay, I'm Telugu student. Otherwise, they will go to YouTube, Python in Telugu in 1 hour. They will listen that. They will become 1 hour Python Telugu student. When they go to industry, that 1 hour questions will not come. That will become half an hour. A 1/2 student, 0.5 danger knowledge. That's why read completely. Sai Kumar, if we listen properly and concentrate, we can learn ocean of Python from you, sir. Sai Kumar, thank you, my dear student. So I will move to the further. 8.py. This 8.py. This 8.py, I'm going to take up here. Instead of printing like that, you can create one list also, student. List also you can create. For example, this is the data. You are just to process it. You do the logic. You do the logic. You create what? One P list, primes list is equal to empty you create. Empty you create. This you add it. What is that? P list dot append of append of append of what? NUM you add it. After finishing that, you bring it. What is this? You bring it, you bring it, you bring it. How do you do? You say for x in where? P list, x in P list. You can print it. Print of x. Why this is happening like that? For loop. Okay. You bring out of that. Yes. Come out of that indentation. Take one small thing properly. Yes. Where is that print of x gonna? Print of what? X. So execute. I'll say 20. 20. List of primes got it. So if you want print of what? I'll say list of what? Primes. So try to run 30, 30, 30. So 30, within 30, all the primes are coming. Perfect. Multiple ways. So a good student will invent a lot of good solutions. How to develop good solutions? By writing code. By listening theory, you'll get 10th class memo, first year memo, second year memo, first semester, second semester. All are there in our locker only. By seeing that, again keeping the locker. By seeing that, again keeping the locker. After 28 years, you open that locker once again, and if you see, no use. You use what all. Suppose if you take my memos, no use. Why? Already we reached to lot of highest stage. Nobody will verify our memo. Suppose if if they want my memo, you can verify my memo later. First you listen my class, I will say. After listening the class, what they'll say? Don't want your memo. That is important. Correct or not? So first, what is important? Skill important. So, Rishikesh Chauhan, sir, when you are explaining, looks like very easy. When you look at later, what will happen? It's natural. Even Chauhan is feeling, even I was feeling the same thing when I was a student. Of course, when I was a student, sir will not explain this much fluently. Sir, what my sir has done in C language, I am telling to you. He will write in a piece of paper, you will keep it in attendance register, and he will come slow. Without any book, he will come to the class. He will take attendance. 10, 20 minutes, he will take attendance. 15 minutes, 20 minutes gone. 30 minutes is there. Then he will start today, start, and he will take the paper and he will see, he will write it. He will see, he will write it. He will see, he will write it. We will see, we will write it. We will see, we will write it. SAR has seen written, SAR has seen. At a double process. Here we seen double process. SAR has done already in the home, writing, seeing, writing. So totally how many times? 6 times. We go to the lab. What do we do in lab? Seeing and writing. How many times? 8 times. 16 errors will come. Who will solve that errors? Sir will not come to lab. In our lab, one star will be there. Whenever they're getting error, you will come and sit for a long time. You will see like that. This is very easy, but I am not getting it. Tomorrow I will tell you. Tomorrow will not come. And we will ask sir. Sir will say, you ask lab coordinator. Lab coordinator says, tomorrow. We kept his name tomorrow only. Tomorrow, sir. His name is tomorrow, sir. And like that, we have seen the lab students. How we pick it up. Why we pick it up. That is an important. Understood? So 8, నేను అప్పుడే ఫిగర్ అవుట్ చేశాను నేను. When sir is coming and writing from the piece of paper means definitely sir has written by seeing and writing only. Correct? So అది మాకిస్తే మేమే రాసుకుంటాం కదా డైరెక్ట్ గా. When he directly give the book, we only will write. That is called at least 4 errors will come. So నాకు అప్పుడే డౌట్ వచ్చింది నాకు. I got doubt that time only. But that time if you ask now, you will be fired in internal marks. Let it be. So come to the point back. So students, run this code. So you have seen already 5. So this is 2, 3, 5. Done. Next, I will go to upload. That time I was thinking, when I become a teacher, I should go to the class without touching the book. I should give beautiful notes. How I got this idea, beautiful notes? We have one ma'am is there, discrete maths, ma'am. Danger. Very danger. Very danger. She will tell the theorem, page number, she will say, page number. She will bring 4 or 5 textbooks, discrete maths. We have only 2 library cards. 4 or 5 textbooks, who will give for 2 library cards? That day I decide, if I become a teacher tomorrow, I should give which notes? Plug and play kind of notes. And when you look at it, it has to enter into the brain. And when you put the chocolate, it has to digest immediately. Energy has to come like that. So if you are dull, if you eat dark chocolate, one piece, you'll get immediately energy. That was, I decided when I was a student. That's why I will write my notes. I will write my notes. Underlines, 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 underlines. Like a school students, I will give the notes. Have you seen from the day one onwards? The commitment, have you seen? Like that only. Last day also, same commitment, same responsibility, same ethics, same treatment. It's constant. Like that, I want to take you. Right. Thanks for listening the story. I want to go for what? Random numbers also. Random numbers I want. 8.py. This is a random numbers. Already random numbers, you read the values. Where is that? These are the values we got it. Enter how many multiplication tables, random values. I will take it. Enta number 10 na? 10.py. 10.py. So 10.py. So online students are seriously listening what Sir is saying about his college. But I will go to college daily students. Daily I will go. Why? Because college days will not come again, na? Will I go to college now? By taking book, doctor book taking, keep it in the backboard, footboarding. Can we do that? No, if I do that, all people will shout. If you do, there is a beauty. If I cannot do that. So that's why. ఎప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలో అప్పుడు చేయాలి. Enjoy. But reading notes is important. First reading notes, nobody should know about it, and you have to enjoy. Okay, na? But you are doing what? Only the second work. First work, no. Mobile, WhatsApp, chatting, Telugu, English, mixing together and everything. Don't do that. So generating multiplication tables, generating, deciding what? Primes. Deciding primes. From where? List of random numbers. List of random, whatever it is, positive, negatives, everything will come. Enter how many numbers, how many numbers you have. Enters how many numbers you have. సో మాకు ఇంకొక సార్ ఉండేటాడు, అంటే డిఫరెంట్, మాకు అసలు చాలా గ్రేట్ గ్రేట్ ఫ్యాకల్టీస్ ఉండేవాళ్ళు. దిస్ ఈస్ హౌ డు యూ కాల్, హౌ డు యూ కాల్ సూడో కోడ్. హౌ డు యూ కాల్ దిస్, హౌ డు యూ కాల్ నాలెడ్జ్. కరెక్ట్. ఐ వాజ్ అప్ టు ఇంటర్మీడియట్ తెలుగు మీడియం, ఐఎమ్ తెలుగు మీడియం. ఇంజనీరింగ్ ఓన్లీ వీఆర్ ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం. సో కొద్దిగా తెలుసు, లిటిల్ బిట్. మీ అంత ఇంగ్లీష్ రాదు కానీ నాకు కూడా కొద్దిగా తెలుసు, లిటిల్ బిట్ ఐ నో. But that sir came, he's a first year. Later, after first year, where he went, I don't know. He came, Pascal we have a language called Pascal. There, algorithm is required, algorithm, flowchart, like that. So, algorithm means what? Just like in English. He is calling it as a pseudocode. It is pseudocode. We call it as pseudocode. He is calling it as pseudocode, he will call. Pseudocode. What is this? How to write it in a book, we don't know. So I'm looking here and there. He asked me only, you don't know spellings also. He asked me. Pseudocode means I can write like that. PSE. Pseudocode means what to write? Huh? So English medium students are there. We are getting difficulty. English medium students are laughing. He is shouting, why are you laughing? Later, after completion of the class, they are saying that you don't know English. City people are talking that time. We came from districts, combined Andhra Pradesh that time. From Prakasam district we came. So that time, English medium people are talking. Actually, it is a pseudo code. He's calling it. We also know pseudo code, but he's saying pseudo code. So that is a danger. Next day also came. Also, algorithms topic is continuing. He is saying that you should have knowledge. Okay, he is calling knowledge. Knowledge, knowledge. He is calling like that. What is this knowledge again? They are laughing. So he is combining these two, knowledge of pseudocode again. So they put a name for every teacher. Our classmates kept a different name. He is a pseudocode sir. He is called PC sir. They put a name called PC sir. PC and a pseudocode sir. Like that. So some people will have like that. So enter how many numbers you have. Invalid input. Read the number. Enter number. For enter number. Enter number. For deciding prime or not. For deciding prime or not. Okay, that value is added. I will say what? List of random numbers. Okay. Now I'll start number less than or equal to 0, invalid input, number less than or equal to 1, invalid input, right or not? Now I will write list of primes. List of primes. List of primes. Where it is, I don't want to write here. I'll say in else part, I will write it. What is that? Here I am writing. For I in, what is this? 2, comma, NUM. 2, comma, NUM. What I will write it now? If NUM percentage I is equal to 0, what should I say? RS is equal to false. And next say what? Break. Once you say break, it is coming out of this or not? I will say if what? RES. If RES, print of what? Backslash T. What I will write it? Format of what? NUM, right or not? Format of NUM. Here I will write print of list of primes. List of primes I wrote it. List of primes. List of numbers no need to print. Just list of primes I will print. So that RES values are printed. Try to run. How many numbers you have? 5. Some 10, some minus 12, some 13, some 0, and something like 11. What are the numbers? List of primes. Invalid input, invalid input. What is this? So else part RES is equal to true. Yes. RES is equal to what? True. And this invalid number, if you want to print, you can print it. But I want to neglect this. So neglect this. Say what? Pass. Or if you want to say, okay, anyhow else is there, no problem. This is not necessary to write it. Okay, do the same. 5, 10, 13, minus 23, 11, 0. What is that? 11 and 13 and 11 are primes. Are you following? You say, you can write even what? Continue also. You can say continue also. That time I need not to write this. Do you know this? You need not to write this entire thing. You try to call it one time tap. Beautiful. Execute. Say some 10 numbers. 10, 11, 13, minus 13, 0, 2, 5, 19, 20, 9. So got it. List of primes. Okay now. This is called what? Loops in loops. Understood? These are difficult. So every point is explained. Loops in loops is explained. This is the points what I was explained it, and thoroughly this flow control statements in Python, control success concept is explained. These are all 6 levels of examples we taught to you. So I think so, students, this concept is more clear, and the examples which I posted by using all these stuff you have to do. Today also I will post string related programs. I will post strings, that also you try to do it. Okay now. So these loops are for what? To develop any problem. This loops related concept is very important. In further, that is in tomorrow class, I am going to start the concept of what? Functions I am going to enter. So very, very important. Starting day of functions is very, very important. Because I am talking too many things in tomorrow class. Don't miss it. Very, very important thing. Online students, is today's class is clear? Is today's class is clear? Quick. So, if not clear, చాలా examples చెప్పాను. Why I said these many examples? At least first example, bouncing. Second example is bouncing. Second, third bouncing. Fourth bouncing. Fifth bouncing. River. One thing. If these many examples, if I teach, if you did not catch it, means problem. Okay, right. So I'll stop it. Tomorrow class will go for what? Functions. Don't miss it. Very important concept. Thank you. Carry on. Online students, hold on if you have any doubts.